Hello and welcome back to another game of Dota 2. You are watching StarLadder Star Series. It is Season 8. It is still the group stages, but not for long because this is our last game of the day. Game 4 of 4. And we are going to see Relax taking on OSG Gaming in this game. As I just remembered that I actually did not update the scores after the previous match, which I'm still going to do right now because I'm so good / bad at multitasking. Which is indeed the case, unfortunately. But doesn't matter. I'll be able to do that while doing this as well. We are gonna see Relax, as said. They have been doing very well in the group stages, by the way, or at least let's rephrase that, because they started out doing really well, and then they ended up not doing all too well, and actually losing quite a few games in the end. Relax is sitting on 16 games played. They have got 7 games won, 9 games lost, and I actually am able to right now show you those scores because I just did update that because that's just how fast I am. Boom! There we go. That's the scores right now. You can see Relax sitting there. I mean, yeah, they are actually in a bit of trouble as well. If they have to kind of win this match, and then I don't really know by head what the head-to-head scores between the retry and Relax, but I believe Relax won that one. But anyways, they are actually in a bit of trouble to be playing regulation matches. That is their trouble right now. Same thing goes for OSG Gaming. They need to win this to make sure that they get, like, if they win this, they have of course the same score as Relax, but they would have to win the head-to-head. So this is a game that can decide who goes to get dropped out and who... No, that's not true, because they're both 12 and 13. Both will... Like, if OSG Gaming win this, both will have to play regulation matches. There we go. Answer is given. We're going to look at the draft right now. As Relax will be on the Dire side, OSG Gaming on the Radiant side. You've got yourself your Bristleback, Elder Titan, Alchemist, as well as the Nature's Prophet banned out. And it is support heaven. As Venomancer and Visage get picked up first. We still have, of course, that Crystal Maiden in the pool. This is, by the way, the second game that we see today from OSG Gaming. They didn't look very strong. They are playing with a couple of different players, and that means that we actually saw Scooby-Doo playing the carry role, which means that Bignum plays the off-lane role, which means that it is actually, like, that's, like, normally it is Bignum on the carry role, and they have the stand in Scooby-Doo, obviously, to have to play carry. That's his core role, his main role, and you can't really put a stand in on something that he's not comfortable with, so they are forced to do that. We'll run the Marana, we'll have that most likely on the safe lane, as that is something that OSG Gaming has been doing a lot in the past. They've not got anything yet to set up that arrow with, but there are still a lot of heroes in the pool that can do that. I'm expecting Relax to ban out some of those though, as indeed it is the Bane that gets removed from the pool. We still have the Clockwork picked up for Relax as the Enigma gets removed by OSG Gaming. We still have the OD in the pool, which I'm actually surprised that we haven't seen that one yet come out, but apparently not that high in favor anymore. Crystal Maiden also ignored up until now. Never mind. Removed, as that also would be a good hero to set up for the arrow. OSG Gaming last ban, and instantly a pick. They can choose to ban out the Razor and then pick up the OD, of course, themselves, which would be decent, but we'll see what they end up going for, because it really depends on how they're gonna... what they wanna run in that mid lane, and maybe they don't even want to run the OD, as that's not really a hero that they often pick. They do like their more aggressive mids. We've got the Lifestealer as the last ban for OSG Gaming. Shadow Demon still one of those setup heroes for arrows picked up by OSG Gaming, as they now have a good trial lane, solid trial lane. Might actually be an aggressive trial lane as well coming off from them. As yeah, I wouldn't be against that at all. Actually, I would actually quite like that. I mean, it's hard enough to catch out a Clockwork. I mean, Disruption is still quite nice, and even Cogs don't really make that big of a difference with that. But it's still not ideal. Clockwork is still a very difficult hero to take down, which is of course a good reason why he is normally on an off lane. Relax. Taking their time, taking into their bonus time to decide what they want to pick up here. I mean, there's not that many supports left. We can, of course, still see some jungle heroes come out for Relax. Something that Red also likes to play. But, I wouldn't actually be surprised to see maybe Leshrax. They need some form of disable, and even though Leshrax doesn't really have any setup, apart from Gale or Cogs, that's actually decent enough setup to have, so... And for people wondering, no, I am not a vegan. Wow. Why would you think that? Weird. But yes, Jen picked up, so that's going to be the jungle hero right there. KSI is, by the way, the one drafting. So giving Dread that hero. Timbersaw picked up now by Oslick Gaming, so they've got themselves either a safe mid lane or a safe off lane. And I say safe with that because the Timbersaw overall is just a very safe hero to have. You don't have to worry about him, he often does not die, and especially not if there's a Chen in the pool who does need a bit of levels before he actually starts ganking, unless he gets really lucky with creeps, of course. He normally, like, if you want to shut down a Timbersaw, you have to do that early on, and you can't do that with a Chen, basically that. By the way, let me know if you hear a ticking sound or not, because if you do, then I'm going to try to do something against it. Maybe it's only me that hears that, and it's just being annoying, but let me know if you do hear some form of ticking sometimes, which you find annoying or not. Just let me know. Anyways, relax. One more hero to go for before we have got the second banning phase. We still are in. We still have no idea to see who's gonna go mid. As I said, Timbersaw could be one of those heroes, but it's not necessarily needed. And we still have that OD in the pool, and Relax can pick up an OD and ban out the Razor if they want to. Something that is possible. However, Kunkka is a very decent hero to have still with those like Gaming's lineup as well, as that also is a hero that profits from that Shadow Demon disruption. We do have a Juggernaut coming out from Relax first. They have got, of course, the Gale followed up by the Blade Fury, which is basically the recipe of a First Blood. Unless you're Timbersaw. That's right. So we'll see if that's going to be something that they can work out. Or if they're going to try to run a semi-aggressive tri-lane with a Chen in the enemy jungle. It's not really ideal, but we'll see. Pugna banned out. Might mean that we're going to see an Invoker picked up by Oslick Gaming. I haven't seen Invoker all day. Yesterday we saw him so often banned and picked. But today, ignored. Not seen him at all. Not banned, not picked. Sad.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
So far, Oslick Gaming, by the way, barely used any of their bonus time. They still got so much time left in that. There's the puck removed. Might see a storm coming out from Relax because of that. But we'll see. Oslick Gaming has got a hero to pick up first. If it's gonna be a storm, then Invoker is not really too smart of a pickup. I mean, he will win the laning stage, which is decent, but later on, Storm is really annoying towards the Invoker, because as Invoker, you want to stand back and cast your spells. And Storm can just zip in and Vortex and take you down before you can do anything. But no, it's a Naga Siren. That means that we are most likely gonna see dual lanes coming out. Maybe from the... I mean, seriously, Naga Siren can be very nice together with the Mirana. Can also be taken on a core role. Timbersaw mid can work out as well.
Five seconds remaining.
One more hero needed for Relax. They still got a couple of minutes or seconds in the bonus time. Really not that much though.
Ten seconds remaining.
I can't really see, like, you don't really respond. We do hear some ticking. There we go. I was waiting for that to happen. Let's see if I can fix it. I can probably fix that very easily. Fixed. Sorry. I was just wondering if you could hear it or not, but now it's fixed. Now there won't be any ticking anymore. Lone Druid is our last pickup, and that's gonna be... Aw, no KSI Lone Druid. He used to play offlane, so that's why I was hoping that he was gonna be the one to play it, but he plays the Venomancer this game. We are gonna see a Naga Siren as a carry role with an offlane Big Nom, but it looks like we might be having a bit of an aggressive trial, and with Chomi playing the mid lane Timbersaw, that's gonna be our matchup for today. At least the lanes for Oslick Gaming, as we wait for everybody to pick up their heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
Yes, I removed the ticking sound.
5 seconds remaining.
If you want to know what it was actually something that wasn't an issue before, I think. One of my earrings thingies, that's not actually a ring, but one of my ear jewelry was ticking against the thing of the microphone. The thing that runs behind my head. I don't know what to call it. It's not really a band. It's more like a... I don't know what that word is. Well, the microphone. There we go. Fixed. Relax. We'll be on the dire side here for this last game of the season. Sorry. I mean, I realized that I'm not the most focused person at the moment, but I don't know. It's the last game. Have to be having fun, right? And you know, there's other casters out there as well casting this, so it's not really needed for me to be every bit of serious as I can be. I'll try though. I'll try. But we'll see how successful I am. We have got ourselves Nexus taking on the Juggernaut. We have Dread on his Chen as predicted. KSI playing as Venomancer. Chaklo playing the Lone Druid, and Tema Wild will play the Clockwork, which means that we have a Clockwork in the middle lane. And it also means that Chaklo will be on the offlane on the Lone Druid. Clockwork in the mid lane up against the Timbersaw is actually quite a decent matchup for the Timbersaw because Clockwork is a strength hero. Strength heroes overall are extra squishy against Timbersaw because he takes away and a core attribute and health. So that's 2 spiders in one go. That's a Dutch saying, kinda. 2 spiders. 2 birds with 1 stone. That's the one. That's the one. That's the English equivalent of that one. But that's everybody on the side of Relax. You're doing fine. On the side of the Radiant, it's OSG Gaming getting ready for their last match of the season. Let's hope they can put on a show, by the way, these 2 teams, because of course we are expecting that. I am expecting that Ink Visitor will take on the support role as the Visage. We've got ourselves Big Nam taking on the Timbersaw, and he will be therefore going on the offlane. So they swapped around, by the way, because Chomi was earlier playing that Timbersaw. But Chomi is going to be playing the Marana. Everybody going top for the moment, but Chomi will be our mid laner. We have got Zonder playing the Shadow Demon. Scooby-Dooby-Doo playing the Naga Siren. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Okay, that's not good. That tone wasn't good, that is. Oh well, doesn't matter. You know what I meant. That's going to be everybody of OSG Gaming who smoke up and who are going to look at a level 1 engagement, which they're actually pretty strong in. Because, I mean, Marana might not be as strong, but Timbersaw is very strong. Visage is very strong. Shadow Demon is very strong, and they might be able to get someone out. Word not that the bear... Oh, no. They are smoked. There they are. They know they're here. They're going to go for it. They're looking for disruption. They won't find Dread. Look to take him down. Let's see what they can do here. Shaklu can't do anything, and Dread will be the one to get picked up first. There's no way he's going to make it out alive. Scooby-Dooby-Doo gets the kill. There he is. And that is a smoke well spent, I'd say. Indeed. Well, let's take a look at how the lanes are going to be distributed. Scooby-Doo, he got the first blood, so he is very rich. I'm curious to see what he's going to do with that gold, but he is going to be on the safe lane solo. Perhaps, depends on what Zonder and Ink Visitor are going to do. Looks like he will be they will just be supporting bottom, making it a boring safe lane. Chomi will be on the mid lane, or he let his range script through, which is actually a decent thing, because now the lane will push later on. He'll be up against Nexus, which is not normally a hero that is found in the middle lane. Normally he is, or player rather, he is going to be the carry, but he is getting supported. This is a tri-lane mid. Yeah, or dual lane rather, because of course Jen is not really counted in that. That does mean that Lone Druid will be up against the Timbersaw, which is a very decent matchup for the Lone Druid. We'll get last hits, and Naga Siren will be up against the Clockwork. We've got ourselves a lot of melee matchups right now, as Zonder comes middle as well to help out against Nexus, trying to make sure that that's going to be not a lane specifically in favor of Nexus with his support. Support is still hanging around there though, KSI that is. Quite decent. And of course disruption and arrow can still happen, but there's one big but here, and it's not that of the Marana. It is gonna be the Blade Fury that Nexus has, because in theory you are always gonna be able to press that Q button, which is the Blade Fury. At least if you're not using legacy keys. I don't know what the legacy key is, but you can always press that Q button before the arrow comes in. It's very simple. Same thing with BKBs. Should always be that split in second earlier, because you can just spam that button basically, so that you never get hit by that arrow afterwards. But we'll see if that's going to be something they can indeed manage to do, or if he's going to be late. Slow fingers, fat fingers, you never know. Can all happen. Indeed. OSG Gaming Chomi sitting on 5-1 right now, with Nexus sitting on 5-0. So very even thus far. Tama Wild 4-0 up against the Naga 8-0, 9-0 right now. So Naga very far ahead here. And this is actually, I mean, I'm quite surprised about this, but you do see, I mean, the cogs could just catch Scooby-Doo out completely, and with the battery assault coming out as well. Oh, but now with the Riptide, he can't really do this anymore. Maybe he's still going to cog himself in. It's actually going to be Scooby-Doo that walks away in the end because he doesn't want to miss any last hits. But he has to be careful here, because if he gets cogged in at the wrong time, then he might actually die. In the meantime, we do have ourselves Lone Druid, who is 15-4 up against Big Nom here, who's only 7-0. So in comparison, Big Nom is doing worse than the Clockwork is, and especially now the Clockwork is getting supported because Tamar Wild is now having KSI together with him here. Inquisitor's of course still here, but we'll see. Oh, actually Tamar Wild might be in some trouble. There is a level 2 already up on the Visage, so this might be a Soul Subject coming in, but the Gale will make sure that Inquisitor is not going to come in range of that anymore, and Scooby-Dooby-Doo is not going to get his second kill of the game at all at the moment. But that does mean, however, that Nexus is by himself here in this mid lane, but he has a healing ward, he has his Blade Fury, he is just fine. Chen, level 3. He's got himself a nice pool made, stack made rather. Can be helping out to pull a wave back in favor of Lone Druid, who doesn't really need to be worried about last hitting under the tower because his Spirit Bear can tank up the creeps and he can just last hit. That's all fine. It's all easy. It's all doable. And he is actually getting ahead compared to the Naga Siren at the moment. And he's also getting ahead compared to the Mirana, who's actually doing best here in this middle lane, starting to get ahead quite far from Nexus. That is 16-4. Compared to Nexus, 12-0, and that's of course still because Zonder is hanging around. Does mean that Juggernaut is ahead in levels though, because of course Zonder is taking some of the experience of Chomi right here, and Nexus is not having to share his experience with anybody. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, we do have the cogs up, and Scooby-Dooby-Doo can't really do anything, and wants to go for the mirror images but can't because of that battery assault. And that's going to be another kill going the way of Relax. The first kill going the way of Relax indeed, and that was also a very important kill as that was the main carry core of OSG Gaming. I say that the main carry core, but Miranda might actually transition into the main carry core if the main carry core is not going to do enough. And I know it's a weird word, main carry core. That's why I said it so many times, because it was sounding so weird. Main carry core. Yep. Now it's going to be awkward for the rest of the game every time I say main carry core. Yay for me. It's a good thing this is the last game of the season. Last game of the day, rather, as well. Timbersaw and Tangles are starting to hurt him a bit more now. He can of course always Timber Chain himself away from those, but he is going to take a lot more harassment. And actually with the Chen coming in, perhaps they are able to make something happen. They do need another entangle before they can actually do that. There we go. That's an entangle right there. This is going to be a go. This is going to be an attempt of a kill. Let's see if they can do it. The Timber Chain to a tree is going to set up maybe for a Centaur. No. Big Num takes the right path. Make sure that he doesn't have to deal with that Centaur and will be making it out alive. He has got a salve as well. Putting himself back to full health. Only thing he loses is a bit of experience as an arrow. Oh, Nexus! He just walked right back into that. Starstorm is going to come out at level 2, but that is a too slow Starstorm. Should have leaped in Starstorm. That would have been able to get the kill, I think, but Nexus, Blade Furying himself out, also has a salve, because everybody has salves, and he will be back to full health as well, and he doesn't even miss anything. Just make sure that that arrow is on cooldown and that Mirana uses some mana that she can't get back apart from when she bottle crows. So they're still hanging around. Level 4 for him, level 5 for Mirana, level 6 for the Juggernaut right now, as we do have a bit of a go here. Tama Wild level 5 still, so no hookshot, but he is mighty fast with those space boots, so he can catch up and get himself some, wait a second, Timber Chain away from Big Nom. This wasn't even with the Chen involved, this was just entangles from that bear and harassment from the Shacklow Lone Druid. Shacklone Druid! Oh, I'm only gonna do that once, I'm sorry. No. I do like face boots up on a Clockwork. It just makes him just able to run at you and cog you and you can't go anywhere. And again, you've seen how strong he was up against the Naga Siren because he just can't get anything done. Scooby-Doo, that is. He can't, like, his cast point is too long and the battery assault will stop him every single time. Nice sentry ward catching out that observer. It was right on the edge, by the way. That was very close. Making sure that Relax doesn't really have that vision anymore. In the meantime, we do have KSI rotating middle. Might be trying to make something happen right now. Nexus, I mean, he has got his ult up. The only thing that he has to worry about is creeps being around Chomi, because they shouldn't be allowed to take up any jumps of his Omni Slash if he tries to go for something. So if he does try to go for something, he has to make sure that there's no creep wave. But that's going to be kind of obvious for Chomi if he starts Blade Fury and creep wave. So we'll see if that's going to be something that he's going to do. What a successful rotation that was. Walking middle. Go behind the tower. Go back bottom. Buy Orb of Venom. Nice. Chomi level 6 by the way. His Moonlight Shadow is there. I'm actually like, which are the spells that we wait for before things start happening? I mean, for Relax, they don't have to worry. They are the ones to be wanting to probably wait longest. But if they are gonna go, they're gonna go with Tema Wild's Hookshot or with the Omni Slash. And only when the situation is right, only when they know that it can get a kill. Tema Wild's probably the most active in that. Maybe Chen can get some ganks off on on Big Num if he is indeed around, and if he is getting caught out with an entangle or something like that. We do have Dread smoking up, but the smoke has already ran out, so we'll see if he can still catch out Big Num. But they are not in a hurry. They've got this. That's an Omni Slash right there, and the disruption just in time. Moonlight Shadow will actually keep the Shadow Demon safe, maybe? Nope, not gonna happen. That's a kill for the Juggernaut. As I said, only when it's possible, only when it can happen. Like right now, leap forward, Starstorm, Dread, Trouble. The second star comes on him as well, and Big Num takes a kill. But like I said, they should not be in any hurry. They've got the Juggernaut and the Lone Druid, which is a very strong combination later on, because they got the Healing Ward and the Bear, and they have the slow push lineup of the Sentry with the Chen creeps coming out as well, with the Mechanism Hand of God at that point, with Venomancer wards. I mean, that's not fun to go up against, but it's very strong. For Oslick Gaming, well, on one hand, they've got the Miracle effect on the side for the Naga Siren, so late game could be pushed out with the Naga Siren alone, if she is very strong at that point. So that's something they can always keep in their heads. But overall, I find that Relax has got a bit of a better late game lineup, or more like mid to late game. Well, Oslick Gaming, if they want to go for that, they have to actually go for very late game. And Naga Siren is more of an early to mid game hero, in my opinion. So I'm expecting Oslick Gaming to be the one to be needing to do the earlier kind of ganks. And of course, to keep the attention away from Scooby-Dooby-Doo, because he needs to farm. He needs to get big. He needs to get huge, rather. And he needs to be left alone by Relax. And the only way to do that is to force people away from the bottom lane. Force them towards top, force them towards middle, force them to defend towers, which is something that they can very easily do, of course, with the heroes that they have. But you have to still force them to do it. And next is sitting on 1400 gold. Didn't pick up anything just yet, apart from boots and a bottle. I mean, waiting maybe for seeing some phase boots up on him, as Chomi is the one to already has got his treads ready. I do like treads on Marana. Doesn't really force her to go for something like a drums afterwards. She can just go for now for her damage items. Go for her. Well, it's Yasha most likely, but otherwise, maybe we're gonna see another Maelstrom come out. As the Visage, by the way, died here bottom. That was a nice kill going the way of Tamar Wild. Having now 2 kills on the side of Relax. Pretty nicely done. As, oh yeah, I already got those. I think I got all the kills apart from that one. Yep.
I said no.
Pretty nice indeed. Sheklo. I mean, he is going to be only ready to fight once he has got probably a Radiance, depending on how fast he farms. But at the moment, he's farming real fast. He's sitting highest for his team. Still, Naga Siren is a bit higher on net worth than he is. I'm curious to see if we are going to see Hanamitis coming out for the Naga Siren, as it looks like we are going to at least see one on Shaklo. The Naga Siren can very much benefit from that as well. But she went for treads first, so it's not expected. From my point of view, that is. Next is still not buying anything. 1500 gold for him.
Oh no.
But the laning stage continues, benefiting both teams, to be honest. Marana can need a bit of more farm before she can start making something happen, and Visage needs to get his level 6, and also the Shadow Demon needs to get his level 6. Venomancer needs to get his Never mind, he's level 60, they just didn't pick up his ulti. But, I mean, both teams are having a decent time here. Laning it up, as we do see Timo Wild now making a rotation. There is a big circle drawn on the map. They know he's here, but Timo Wild, he has got that hook shot, so they might be attempting for something. Talking about attempting for something, that was a missed arrow. Chomi might be the target of the next gank. There is still a Shadow Demon, of course, sitting around, but if he gets hook-shotted, well, things are gonna go bad real fast. Naga Siren in the meantime. Oh, her illusion scanning out that Hand of God coming out in the meantime for the top lane as Moonlight Shadow keeps everybody safe on the map as two ganks happen at the same time. Disruption still comes out there, and the Soul Catcher as well with the arrow missing. Timo Wild will be able to get himself away. Just get some harassment. Nice cogs. Making sure nobody gets up the high ground anymore. Nexus is around. Should something happen, he's actually going for drums first. He almost has it complete as well. As they will find the familiars. Might be able to pick those up. Nah, they won't try. I think Visitor will hide. No, he can't hide. He gets galed, gets hooked, gets dead. Timo Wild still almost dies himself though, and he might actually get picked up there. A couple of hits needed. Creeps are chasing him down. The Urn Charge comes out as well. The birds will be up here in any moment, but Timo Wild will actually live. No trade is done. As a Zonder can't really get there in time. Didn't have a teleport. Chomi didn't want to teleport. And same thing goes for Bignam, who doesn't have a teleport again. Something to watch out for. Hand of Midas indeed completed up on Shaklo. And I mean, this is scary because these two, the moment that Bignam leaves that tower alone, this tower is going to get pushed. And it's going to get pushed fast because that bear is damn scary with that demolish on there. Extra damage to towers, that is, of course. As, well, just shouldn't leave the top lane for now. But that also means that it kind of locks the rest of Oslick Gaming into their lanes as well. Because without the Timbersaw there, the only thing they can make happen is things with a disruption and an arrow. And they don't really have the right targets for that. Because, of course, Nexus is not going to be a really good target for that. They need more damage output as well. They need a longer fight. And that longer fight is still going to favor Relax. So, yeah. Neither team really is planning on making anything happen, as we do have a hookshot just barely too late. Naga Siren teleporting out in the Roche Pit. 2200 gold for Scooby-Doo. Curious to see what he is gonna do. Wow. Yes, that rhymed. But, I mean, actually, it doesn't rhyme because it was both dues. It doesn't rhyme. That's just the same word over and over again. Oh, disruption. Let's see if they can make it happen. Point blank arrow. No Blade Fury because it was on cooldown. In comes the Omni Slash though. Starstorm coming out still. Nexus will not get the second star. Zonder still looking for the kill, but the healing ward is there, and that's going to be putting Zonder dead. Nexus living, and a very unfortunate chain of events coming out here for the mid lane of an Oslick Gaming that should have had a kill, but then didn't. And in the meantime, Nexus is already almost back up to full. His mana is looking healthy, and he can just continue doing whatever he was doing, which is farming. Yay. Yay, indeed. Mechanism ready now for the Chen. Again, the pushing potential on Relax is still kind of scary. I'm still worried for Oslick Gaming, who's now a bit of gold behind. It's really nothing, though. Oh, missed hook shot. Gets it only on the familiar. Inquisitor lives. Drums are ready on Nexus. We do have a rotation, finally. Smoke up. Moonlight Shadow comes out as well. Moonlight Shadow is not scouted out by anybody, so nobody knows this is happening, as everybody is hiding near the tower. We do have Shaklo going to be the target here, or Chen first, rather. They are going for Dread. The arrow hit. The kill goes the way of Marana Starstorm. Might be able to pick up some of the Chen creeps as well, but in comes Shaklo himself. Goes for an entangle. Finds up on Zonder. Look at that damage already going through. And Snare there as well as the Chen creeps try to help out the bear. The Gale. Zonder, he is going to get picked up, and his teammates cannot save him right now. In comes Timo Wild. His hookshot might be on cooldown, but perhaps they can still do something here. The drums help out with the extra movement speed. Chomi does not have a leap and will get picked up here. Leads the Storm still for Nexus, but it doesn't matter. Timo Wild, the birds chasing him down. Let's see if they can actually take him down. Inquisitor needs a soul assumption, needs a vision, can't find the vision, and will end up going down before doing anything else. Familiar stuns only now coming up, but it doesn't matter. No kills happens. They took down the Chen, but they lost their Marana, lost their Visage, lost their Shadow Demon. 3 for 1. Not worth it. Not worth it one bit. They don't lose a tower for it, which is actually something that I was expecting them to. But they lose a hell of a lot. 3 for 8 right now, and that gold graph should be plummeting anytime soon. Even though, of course, we still have Scooby-Doo farming here on this bottom lane, as they are looking to see him go for, well, interesting item build. I'm Not really convinced by Lincoln's, to be honest. And a Blade Fury, I'm not really too convinced. I'm not convinced by the like. Okay, we'll see.
Dire's middle
We do have another
tower
kill
is
though.
under
Clockwork
attack.
did die still in the mid lane, and this should be awarded with the tower by the looks of it. Will be Chomi and Zunder that will make that happen together with the familiars from the Visage. And nobody coming to defend that. Chomi takes the gold, which is very needed because he needs to be the one to carry this until the Marana can, or sorry, until the Naga can, rather.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And that was actually the first tower of the game. Can't believe Relax let it slide so easily. Tread's now also up for the Juggernaut. Interesting that he doesn't go for phase, but fair enough. He already has the drums for the extra movement speed, perhaps. Phase are there on the bear as well. Perhaps they're gonna use that one to catch people out of position. See what we're gonna have here, because we have got some people here. Chomi already on the top lane as well with the Visage, but there are 4 people here from Relax. It looks like they are done playing nice, and I want to make something happen. An arrow will be hit by a creep. We'll hit a creep. Oh, Timber Chain can't work with that battery assault there. And it looks like we are gonna have a dust coming off, Poison Over coming off as well. Big Numb completely in enemy territory right now, tries to make it out alive, but is not gonna make it out alive at all with the Omnislash going through as well. The rest, I mean, they don't want to go in. They want to just try to defend our tower because that is what What Relax is going for right now. Also RX. Apparently CS teams do like R's and X's. Anyways, they're gonna try to go for a tower. With everybody here right now, the only one that's missing is the Clockwork that just went bottom. Shouldn't be too much of an issue to take down this tower. They actually forced out the fortification as well. And this push, by the way, doesn't need to end. They have endless push right here. In the meantime, this is something that OSG Gaming is not going to get anything in return for. Bottom tower is not going to get push out. Wait a second. There we go. Well, that didn't really work, did it? Still coughing afterwards. Anyways, 1900 gold for Chomi right now. They really need something. They at least, I mean, Relax stopped the push. But I felt like that was more of a, you know, their choice rather than getting forced back because they just are looking so solid right now. Even though the gold graph doesn't really show it just yet, it is just that far ahead, that strong of a lineup. Pushing power on OSG Gaming is not really as strong yet. And most of the farm on OSG Gaming is sitting in the hands of the Naga Siren with that Lincolns, which again I'm still a bit lost about because I don't really like the Lincolns on the Naga this early on. I mean, really. She's not gonna stop that much with it, so yeah, good luck. We'll see. I might be proven wrong, of course. Scooby-Doo knows what he needs. And I trust that he is the professional player and not me. SKSI is preparing to farm some ancients! Yay! Good things. Big Nun going for his Bloodstone still. Shacklo sitting on 900 gold, not really all that rich. But he already has the relic, so what am I complaining about? Not really all that rich, sitting on highest net worth on the game. Yeah, Shiver, you're right. Look before you judge. Look before you judge. And that's going to be close to having his recipe there as well. And actually, with that Radiance there, the healing ward, I mean, they can just start going 5-man and not give up. OSG Gaming, they need so much more time before they have everything ready. I mean, that Lincoln's is nice. If you, I mean, for stats and all that, it's nice to have an item up. But it's not going to help them in a big team fight. It's not going to help them in a push. Not going to do damage. Not going to help the images be extra annoying to survive. So it's kind of troublesome right now. And in the meantime, 2500 gold up on Marana. Do hope she's going to start picking up some damage items soon as well. She did go for drums still. Phase and drums. Very sturdy build. As she's now sitting on 2800 gold. Perhaps closing in on something different. I'm not gonna guess before she actually picks something up, because to be honest, anything is possible right now, as we have got a tower being attempted to take, but this is something where Tamawat wants to do something against. Timbersaw is actually disconnected, so that's kind of sad. So he is maybe trying to push something out, make something happen, force people back, but Tamawat is looking to hookshot up on Chomi. And Nexus is coming in to help him out because he has an Omnislash, he's full mana, stick charges, drums, he has everything. And Relax is gonna get forced away from this lane. But now with the Radiance ready on the bear, I mean really, I'm not seeing it happen for OSG Gaming just yet. They need so much more Mostly time rather than anything else, but we'll see if they get that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And that's
Radiant's
the
middle
tower
tower
down.
has fallen.
Lone druid. There's no towers gonna stand in his way. Roshan and then towers, I'd say. They don't have a medallion, but they do have gen creep, so they can tank this up. They have a bear. I mean, I wouldn't be worried too much about relax.
Dire's top
Again,
tower
I mean, the
is
gold
under
difference is
attack.
so little, but it means so much. That Radiance has got such a big impact. Naga, Siren, Lincoln, such a small impact, and Mirana is just not doing anything with her gold. There we go. Mithril Hammer in the house. Maybe starting to go for some push as well. The Aegis now goes to the Juggernaut.
Radiant's bottom
And the
tower
push
is
already
under
comes out.
attack.
They're gonna go bottom. And really, I think that if Relax start going for this, start
Dire's
going
top
to
tower
push,
is under attack.
I really would like to see what happens if they just don't back off.
Radiant's
They've got the
bottom
mech,
tower is-
they've got the
Radiant's
Hand of
bottom
God, they've got the
tower has
healing
fallen.
ward, they've got the bear to
Dire's
slow
top
push, they've got the
tower is
chain
under
creeps.
attack.
Nothing is standing in their way. And if it's gonna come to a base race, Relax would win, hands down. Although OSG Gaming is going for a Desolator on their Mirana, which means that they will be able to push a bit faster as well, having that minus armor on the towers.
Dire's top tower
But
is under attack.
look at this
Radiant's
tower. Look
bottom
at that tower.
Dire's top tower
That's no
is
longer a
fallen.
tower. It's just melted like snow before the sun. That's your Desolator ready right there. But let's see how much it will mean, how much big of an effect it will have. Nexus is still ready. There's of course still a song from Scooby-Doo. Nice arrow actually hits upon Nexus, but they can't go in on that.
Is under attack.
And Snare, they want to take down a bear. There will be another bear though. But maybe without an extra bear, they won't continue. They have to be careful for that song, I guess, to be caught out. Naga Siren actually picks up a Yasha. That's the first good damage item that I think is really needed. Her illusions can do a bit more now as well, but they still get burned away by the bear. And they go high ground again. This tier 3 tower. Omni Slash comes out as well. They're gonna try and fight this. In comes the Moonlight Shadow, the hook shot as well. They want to take down a Naga Siren before she sings. But in comes the song. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, dead are you. That's gonna be a battery assault still going through you. And that all rhymed. I wasn't planning on that one, but it was fun. Tier 3 tower falls. Poison Nova still comes out for KSI, forcing OSG Gaming away from their own racks. Well, the racks is being taken apart by creeps and bears, but the bear now dies, so that's sad because there's no secondary bear. KSI will pretend he's a bear though for the moment. He'll continue pushing. He'll dodge an arrow from Chomi as Tema Wild has to be careful here because that hurts. That attack damage from Chomi does hurt. At least I don't take Rax. It was close though, it was very close. Of course, it's melee Rax that got taken down way closer than the ranged one, and melee Rax do regen, so if Relax is going to take a while before being back here, then, well, that Rex will be a bit higher again. But, I mean, they still didn't use the Aegis. They can just wait until they have 2 bears again, until they have all their cooldowns again, until they have their new items again, and then just go again. And what's stopping them? Nothing at all. That gold graph is finally starting to look the way that we think it was, with just plummeting in favor of Relax experience graph. Maybe not as much because there's not that many kills happening, and of course we do have Relax sharing all the experience on the same lane when they're pushing like that. But oh my god, it is going to be Relax that is so far ahead right now that I'm kind of wondering how OSG Gaming is going to turtle this out, because that's the thing that they need to do still, turtle this out. And then hope that Naga can take it in the end, as Naga is going to get Omni Slash by the looks of it. This is the real one. Hookshot comes in. Omni Slash, not even, oh, it's on cooldown actually. They're going to take the real one down though, again. Timber saw with this Bloodstone, 8 charges on that one. Let's start to look towards having some more useful items soon. I mean, one of the things that we're kind of lacking on the side of OSG Gaming is things like mech, to help them stay alive against the constant harass from Relax, and to heal them up from the burn of the, oh, nice arrow, from the Radiance as well. It should be a kill. Yep, nice kill. Very nice kill. No chance, no Hand of God, there's no mechanism. Never mind, I take that back. Chen is Mechanism and Hand of God
Radiant's
back
top
in
tower is
action.
under attack.
Buying back for this even. They would really want to make something happen with this. They do have only one bear, which is kind of a shame, but 75 seconds rather until the next bear is up. And it looks like they're just preparing on going bottom again. We already have the lone druid teleporting towards the bottom lane. He's going to actually pick something up at the side shop. It's just a teleport scroll. But he's making his way over, pushing the waves out as he goes with this bear, which is decent.
Players here.
Well, let's see. No second bear. They don't care. Oh my god, more rhymes! I'm on fire! Let's see if they can take down Rex though. I think so. I mean really, that bear with now also a Hyperstone. Arrow still hits upon Dread. Standing in the chakra, I'm not good for your health. He has got of course the Mechanism and Hand of God, but the healing ward will keep him up. Mechanism will keep him up alive a little bit faster. And he also actually, just gets himself out there. He actually popped the dust as well, knowing that the Moonlight Shadow was used, but they're still all in their base. Now in comes Tamer Wild, he still has that hook shut up. Just places the cog so that nobody can get out, and in the meantime they're chipping away from the ranged Rex, which of course will not regen, which will now get picked up. Melee Rex next. After that, Relax will have no choice but to go back. Ooh, hook shot in. Naga Siren has got that song still. Rex are down. Poison Over coming out as well as the Omni Slash is used. They get the... oh, there he was. They get the Timber Saw still. We're sitting in the trees. Probably wasn't something I was very happy about. The bear is going to get nuked down, but Relax, they have to back off because there's still two tier 2 towers standing. And they can't really continue rotating towards mid lane. So, you know, they got what they came for. They got the Rex. They back off 5 to 13. They do not lose a single hero and get a buyback for the Timber Saw in return for that one. And it's just OSG Gaming that is still just not ready to fight back as hefty as they should. And I mean, it's a really dangerous lineup. We have seen Lone Druid Juggernaut combinations time and time again. Started all a year ago, more than a year ago, by LGD International at that time. And it's just very difficult to put a stop to the push coming out from this. Put a stop to the sustainability that they have with the wards, with the Chen heals and mechanisms and healing ward, the bears, everything is there. As Roshan is not there yet, but it will be soon. It's something that Relax is probably gonna wait for before going in again, because Nexus of course lost his Aegis. But perhaps they can find some pickups. I mean, we already see Tamer Wild maybe rotating a bit so we can find perhaps a hookshot if they would have stuck around, but they don't stick around wisely. So, and I mean, this lane of Rax is not even that big of a problem. Apart from, you know, you're having to deal with it constantly. But the main problem actually with this is, it is gonna be a big problem, because the main problem is that they are getting half of the gold from it now compared to what it was. And that actually hurts them because they've got a lot of heroes that need a lot of gold. Mirana and Naga Siren need a lot of farm. As Relax is already starting to prepare to push down top lane. They've got now an Aghanims on the Clockwork. They've got KSI with more smokes. Not that he has space in his inventory for that, but it doesn't matter. But the Aghanims on the Clockwork is actually going to make a big difference. More hook shots, more initiation power. More maybe people get caught out of position for most late gaming.
Bottom tower is under attack.
The tier 2 will fall now as well. Nicely done, Lone Druid with the gold. I mean, nicely done, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Moonlight Shadow used, by the way. But I'm not real sure why. Oh, that's why. She's gonna be visible soon again. He has to be careful. Teleporting out. Oh, arrow! Nicely done. Starstorm coming out as well as the snare. Tamer Wild is dead. In the meantime, on the top lane, tower is already down to almost half health, which is a courtesy of Chen creeps and bears. Scooby-Dooby-Doo pops a song about Blade Fury and birds! Not birds, but Blade Fury. They hurt. Wards, that is. Those hurt. And the song is only as a pause. Nothing else. In comes the push again. The tower already down. Hand of God going through. The bear actually will still get picked up here by the looks of it. No, will live to tell the tale. Juggernaut in the meantime. His Omni Slash used to take down a Visage. And that's going to be the range Rex on the siege. Arrow will be taken by the Satire as Chomi will be forced to leap away going to base because He is almost about to die from that combination of the Venomancer. That's an entire lane of Rex down, and that is only one lane of Rex to go for Relax. And they are indeed doing fine, in case anybody was worrying. They've got the Assault Cuirass. They've got 4.3k gold up on the bear. Look at the current gold status. This is kind of sad because nobody else like gaming has actually got any gold to buy anything new and shiny for their team, but apart from the VIII, who actually just finished up his Aghanim's, which is great because now he has 3 birds to feed to Relax. Oh, bear. No, that's not true. He has not been feeding the birds at all, actually. I just wanted to be mean. See how that felt? Wasn't good. Hook shot. Timber saw. Arrow. So it's actually Tamer Wild. He might have just suicided. Yep. Suicide hookshot. That was what that was. Nicely done for Oslick Gaming. Seeing that hookshot for what it was. And taking him down for the 2nd time in a row. Allowing quick succession of each other. Of course he has got that already the Aghanim's ready. But, you know, no clock is still quite painful. Roshan will be up in a couple of seconds again. Which is something that Relax is already preparing for. There it is. Oslick Gaming, they're in a tough position right now because on one end, they cannot fight Roshan, which is indeed what they do. But on the other side, if they don't fight, then there will be an Aegis on Relax, and that's going to allow them to just take the racks on the mid lane. So that's going to be mega creeps. Mid lane is all that needs to be done for Relax. Already starting to prepare. We have got Naga Siren in the meantime, still attempting to farm. Almost got our Manta Style ready, but the split push is just not there. Just not enough, especially not with the bear pushing out the wave here with his Radiance. There's no way to deal with that. We now also have the MKB on the bear. Desolator on Nexus. Everybody is rich and filthy rich at that. Hook shot. Gets the Timber Saw. Looking for entangles. Can't find it, but he's still in trouble right here. Poison Nova coming in as KSI just jumps himself into enemy lines. Will actually be taking a lot of damage there. And might actually go down from the birds here. Mirana going for it. Hand of God keeps KSI up. The healing ward. One more hit needed. He actually lives to tell the tale. He does indeed. As Chomi, his Moonlight Shadow is about to run out. He's in a lot of trouble getting burned by the bear. And he will end up dying. There he goes. It's the only kill that Relax got out of that dive, but it's a worthy one at that because that is the main damage dealer on the side of Oslick Gaming. But he had a buyback. We'll be back here to try and help out with his team. They need to defend outside of their base. That is why we see them go so far. Because if they defend in their base, then the bear and the creeps will still be able to take care of those racks. And of the tier 3 tower, which is not something they can afford, as the bear is actually quite low. It looks like that's the reason enough to back off, or at least be a bit more patient for now. They have the healing ward almost off cooldown again as well. Perhaps that's what they are waiting for. Mechanism, Hand of God. Mechanism is still off cooldown, but Hand of God is on cooldown and actually have, so I don't think they're gonna wait for that one, as we do have Chomi being a bit out too far. Tamer Wild already preparing for a hook shot. Boom! Got him! Still the leap away. Demonic Purge coming out as well as the Soul Catcher, and Arrow will only hit up on the Chen though. And the healing ward comes out. Gets killed off straight away. Nicely done. That healing ward of Nexus has not been really giving them all that much in return. And snare on the bear. More rhymes. Arrow on the bear. Okay, that doesn't rhyme. Omni Slash on illusions. Useful. Starstorm on the bear. Also doesn't rhyme. Damn it. Well, it looks like Oslick Gaming are actually successfully defending their mid-racks. On the other side though, and I do mean the other sides, the lanes are getting pushed out. I mean, there are racks missing there, so obviously those racks will be taking, or those lanes will be pushing in. Let's see how long it takes before Relax start growing some balls and actually walk up the high ground here. They still have to deal with the song, which they can't stop. I mean, I'm surprised nobody bought an Orchid, but otherwise, like, Tamer Wild could just hook in. And just Orchid on the Naga and then just go. That would have been something nice, as the healing ward is healing up the bear. Also doesn't rhyme. Damn it. Nothing rhymes on bear, I swear. Okay, that one was lame. And snare, again. Arrows on... No, creeps. Not the bear. Moonlight Shadow being used, but the bear already in the base. He is getting taken down right now. Very fast. Gets bursted down so fast. There is a new bear up as well, though, and Scooby-Doo will sing Nexus. Slightly on the wrong side, but he will be okay. Still has an Omni Slash, or has an Omni Slash again, I should say. With which he takes down 2 Shadow Demon and Mirana. Mirana, which you already, of course, bought back earlier. Timbersaw helping to take down the Aegis of Nexus, but of course the GG well played comes out because this fight is now officially won by Relax. They still lose their Clockwork, but the base is down. The Rexes are down. Relax will win this last game of the season. Last game of the group stages. The next game for StarLadder that you will see will be live from Kiev in the Cyber Arena of the top 4 contenders here. And these 2 teams are not those. No, the 4 teams that you will see in Kiev will be Na'Vi, Fnatic, Alliance, and Sigma International. Those will be your four top 4 LAN finalists, and of course your contenders for the prize pool of $131,000, which is an insanely high prize pool for just 4 teams. But that will all be next week, 17th until the 19th of January, which will be not the coming weekend, but the weekend afterwards. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those will be your days for games as, well, I'm not sure if I should say this, if I'm allowed to, but I asked and nobody replied. So, I should be in Kiev. So that's going to be exciting for me. Anyways, thank you for watching. Follow me on @Cheever Gaming on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And over the next coming weeks, I will be streaming, but I will probably not be casting as there's nothing for me to cast, unfortunately. Would like to cast, but everything is already casted by other people. And to be honest, there's not that many tournaments going on anymore apart from StarLadder. So we'll see. As we, of course, Tuesday and Wednesday, we will have the LAN finals in Las Vegas, which I'll be watching. I will be trying to stream a lot of matchmaking. We'll do some more subscriber games as well. And I will continue my A to Z challenge. And seeing if I can play some ranked perhaps as well. Anyways, that is gonna be it for me. Thank you for watching. And stick around to watch commercials. And otherwise, have a great evening.